When fathers provide consistent boundaries, children learn responsibility early, whether in fulfilling work obligation, managing finances, or caring for the family. Provides a life example for the child to follow. Hello guys, you are welcome to another episode of the Father That Fathered Me podcast with Akisonya Peter. A podcast that will look deep into the differences and similarities between traditional and modern day fatherhood. I urge you to share, like, and subscribe to the channel. And also, do not forget to turn on your notification button so that you will be the first to know when a new episode is uploaded. In today's episode, we will continue from where we stopped in the last episode, where I made us understand the difference between traditional fathers and the modern day fathers. I also talk about discipline and structure, and also mentioning something about accountability for both gender. Do take your time to watch the last episode so that you can flow on what I am about to say in this episode. I asked a question while wrapping up in the last episode. Why do we still need discipline of the traditional fathering in this modern day era fatherhood? I will mention three major things. These things are things that lays a solid foundation for a child to become whatsoever he or she wants to become in life. So let's get into it. Number one, sense of responsibility. When fathers provide consistent boundaries, children learn responsibility early. They understand that their actions have consequences, fostering a sense of accountability. How do they do this? They make sure they stand as a role model. Children often emulate the behavior of their parents. A father who consistently demonstrates responsibility, whether in fulfilling work obligation, managing finances, or caring for the family, provides a life example for the child to follow. They also make sure to assign age-appropriate tasks, encouraging the child to take on a small responsibilities such as helping with household chores, teaching them the value of contributing to the family unit. Over time, as the child grows, the task can be gradually increased in complexity. They also make sure that positive reinforcement and accountability are put in place. The issue of accountability when talking about traditional fathering, because this is one of the most effective and constant training they keep ringing in their ears, telling them you must pay dearly for any actions of yours. So by praising the child when they complete a task effectively and holding them accountability when they do not, helps them to balance the approach of learning responsibility. Also, they make sure consistency is in their expectation. That is, consistency in expectation. Setting consistent rules and expectations help a child to understand that responsibility are non-negotiable part of life. In this part of the world where I am, I have come to a realization that the consistency in the expectation of our environment have made many people attain unfathomable heights they are today. Likewise, the traditional father set consistent boundaries for every child they give birth to. Still talking on how traditional fathers train their children on how to have sense of responsibility. Lastly, I will talk about independency encouragement. This allowing the children to make choices and solve problems on their own while providing guidance when necessary. Nurtures a sense of personal responsibility. I know people will say, are you saying modern day fathers are not doing this? I will say this. Large numbers of modern day fathers are not doing these things again. The few you see doing this are fathers who still practice the traditional ways of fathering. I will tell you for a fact, do not be deceived by the mirage you see on social media. Raising good and respectful child is beyond social media's content that you are seeing on social media platforms. Let me stop here today because I don't want to bore us with so many things at the same time. We need not rush things about fatherhood because fatherhood is not a joking matter. We will continue on the other two major things while we still need the traditional fatherhood style in this modern day era of fathering. Do not forget to like, share, comment, turn on your notifications, turn for a new episode, and also do not forget to tell someone about this podcast. Till we meet on the next episode, I remain your host, Akisoya Peter. Thank you. Bye for now.